What's going on, guys? Your boy Joey 672 coming to you guys with a video right now. So I want to go over cornerbacks. We have Darius Slay right now, 2 years left on his contract, and really we're pretty empty at the cornerback position right now. Eagles are not going to have a lot of money in free agency, so what do? You're going to have a player you want to trade for, and a player that maybe you want to sign in free agency, one or the other. I don't think they'll do both. You have guys in the draft like Patrick Surtain, Caleb Farley, J.C. Horn, Newsome. You have all these guys. But I don't think the Eagles are going to draft in the first round. So there are two guys out there. I looked at the list, and then obviously I saw some articles and said, this makes a lot of sense on two guys. One you would trade for, and one you would get in free agency. So going into free agency, there is somebody out there that you could definitely, try to, persuade to come to Philadelphia, be that number two, and think has a lot of upside as well. That is William Jackson III from the Cincinnati Bengals. Okay, now former first round pick in 2016. His stats for the year, his stats for his career till this day in the NFL. He's 27 years old, 6 foot, a little over 200 pounds, 150 tackles, 41 pass deflections, 3 interceptions, and 1 touchdown as of right now. But what I like about William Jackson is that William Jackson could play zone and he could play man. Now, he hasn't really had a consistent career, but he's done pretty well for himself as he has more ups than he has downs. This is a chance you definitely take. But look, we have a defensive coordinator, okay, and Jonathan Gannon that could really do well with corners, and he's always did. He was a cornerback coach with the Colts, and look how he turned Xavier Rhodes' career around at 30 years old. Okay, so there's a lot of upside to it when it comes to this coaching staff. Now, if this was Jim Schwartz's system, I probably wouldn't trust it that much. But because we're actually going to play man to man, and we're actually going to not do picket defense and stay cautious the whole game, and really bring it to offenses. William Jackson has swagger. William Jackson can mirror the receiver very well. He's got very good closing speed. He's got gifted quick feet. But I think he needs the right coach behind him. Okay, there is upside to this free agency if you pick the right guys. But with William Jackson III, I think it's definitely something you have to think about. I don't think you're going to go through the draft 100%, but you're definitely drafting a corner this year. But why not bring somebody in for competition, be that number 2 in William Jackson III? It's just something to reminisce and kind of see what you have and have these guys compete. William Jackson's going to be a free agent. Take a chance. He's not a bad player at all. Obviously, I think he needs to be lured in the right direction. And I think Jonathan Gannon, with the cornerback coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, I think they could really do something really nice with him and really explore what he could really do with his feet, his tackling. I think he has everything to be a good cornerback. And he's had an up and down career, but like I said, he's had more ups and downs. He will go on the best receiver if he has to. He's done it. He's got picks in front of good receivers. He can close. He's closed down good receivers before. So this is sort of a pick where it's 50-50, but he's not going to be expensive. It's low risk, high reward, and you really can't beat it, guys. So that's William Jackson III. Now I want to go to probably my favorite one if you want to trade. Now this is a trade now. If you want to trade for a quarter, I would go for Isaiah Oliver from the Atlanta Falcons. He's only 24 years old. Okay, he was a second-round pick in 2018. Okay, closing speed, great feet, could play man-to-man, zone coverage, and he's young. And we have an extra third-round pick. I wouldn't even mind giving away a third-round pick for a 24-year-old cornerback right now. Now, the Atlanta Falcons, obviously, they're making a lot of changes. I don't know what they're doing. I wouldn't say it's a rebuild stage, but, they're kind of rewinding a little bit, getting a little bit younger, getting rid of some veterans and doing some different things like that. So to get Isaiah Oliver into the building, he's got a ton of swagger. The guy plays very aggressive, gets his hands on receivers. That's probably my favorite thing about him. And he's moved around the cornerback room. He's moved around a couple times around the cornerback room. So he's played inside and outside. And that's pretty much it. I mean, this is a trade. You'd probably have to, since he's so young, he's not like 30, he's 24. So, he's only played in the league for 3 years already. But if you want to get someone on a prove it, trade him to the Philadelphia Eagles, let him play the last year of his rookie contract, see what he brings to the table. And you never know down the road what you're going to get. So I would take a chance at Isaiah Oliver on a nice little trade. I wouldn't mind it at all. So let me know what you guys think about Isaiah Oliver. Let me know what you guys think about William Jackson III as well. Obviously, William Jackson would be free agency. Isaiah Oliver would be a trade, and we'll take it from there. And like I said, the draft, there's plenty of prospects, but if the Eagles want to go cheap a little bit, and you can still draft one. I'm not saying that these are the only things you have to trade or sign one free agency and then you don't draft. I want to draft corners this year. That's definite. But when you have two guys right here, that have a lot of high ceiling, and the youth movement is here. Darius Slay is here to teach these guys. And with Jonathan Gannon and this defense, I have a lot of respect for with some of these coaches that they did hire. I think it would be a great thing for both of these players. So a lot of high ceiling here. See what they could do. And that's it really, guys. Other than that, I'll see you guys later. 6 Code Up, Files 5. Peace out, guys. Peace.